We're open till 7 p.m. Okay.
Man, there's no way you'd only give me that much for it. I paid 75 grand for that thing 2 years ago.
All right, today we're going to be looking at people who shouldn't be buying a car. Also people who already did, and now they're financing their regret.
It was fun because I saw that y'all had some of the Hummer EVs in stock.
Yeah, I think we have one right now.
Tell me a little bit about it.
This one's going to be the 2X. It's white, and we actually have a lot of savings on that one here specifically. It's got $8,000 off, and it's all special financing if you're interested.
Special financing. What's the rate on it?
It looks like it's 0.9 for 36 months if you want the short term, and if you want longer terms, it's all going to be 4.94 up to 84.
You think I can qualify with the credit score? I think it's pretty good, man. I got a 520.
If you got a lot of money down, that could work. Or if you have a Go Center with really good credit, I don't know, it depends.
So he said he thought his credit score was pretty good. It's a 520. That's pretty bad. I think a lot of people don't understand where their score actually falls on the scale. So here's how lenders look at it. 300 to 579, poor. 580 to 669, fair. 670 to 739, good. 740 to 799, very good. And over 800, excellent.
We could run your credit with a co-signer, or how much money down do you have? We could try that way.
Oh, man, I got like $500 down. I need to get like $500 a month.
Probably not, man. Can I direct you to another SUV that might work for you? I would say let's just come down. I'll show you what we have.
What am I at? Realistically, what you think my payment's going to be on that thing?
Couldn't tell you, man. It's gonna be more than $500 for sure. I would say let's just come in. I'll show you some vehicles. We'll run a credit and see what kind of payments you get.
Man, I think that's too much work.
We're open till 7 p.m. Okay.
And this is what happens when expectations don't meet reality. The numbers don't work, the math doesn't care, and the conversation ends because lenders don't finance imagination.
I've got a Tesla Model 3 Performance that I'm looking to trade in. Looking to upgrade to an F-150. Wondering if you could potentially give me a number over the phone for that.
What year was your Model 3?
I'm 2023.
What trim of Model 3 do you have?
It's the Performance.
Okay. And how many miles do you have on there?
It's not too many. It's about 50,000.
Has it been pretty reliable for you, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
All right. Just 1 second here. I'm just working on finishing putting a number together. I would say that we're probably going to be around 27,000, 26,000 on trade.
What? Did you say 26,000?
Around there, yeah. I'd have to verify the condition in person, see how the tires are looking. If it's in decent shape, I'd say, yeah, around 26,000.
Man, there's no way you'd only give me that much for it. I paid 75 grand for that thing 2 years ago.
This is a part most people don't think about when they sign the paperwork. The price you paid doesn't matter anymore. The market doesn't care what you paid. It only cares what it's worth right now.
Quite frankly, just the entire EV market has had quite the hit on depreciation. So that's just kind of where they're at. I'm looking at retailing that car for, I don't know, probably 29, especially if you got about 50,000 miles. Yeah, I'd say they just depreciate like a rock.
Wow, yeah, that's horrible. I can't believe that. I'm going to have so much negative equity in this car.
What do you owe on it?
I think I still owe about 50.
Wow. Okay. And are you still interested in potentially looking for a new F-150, or where's your head at?
I mean, I would still like an F-150, but it doesn't really make sense for me to flip that much negative equity, would it?
In reality, it's completely up to you. From a financial perspective, the best thing that you can do to get rid of negative equity is roll it into a lease. That's what a lot of people do. However, it comes down to what you want to do. If you need a new vehicle right now, if you need a truck, it's up to you.
For the salesman, this is the easiest solution. Rolling the negative equity into a lease keeps the deal alive. It doesn't get rid of the loss. It just hides it inside the monthly payment. The customer keeps paying, the car gets sold, and the problem stops being discussed.
I make well enough to afford my truck. I have a 2022 Ram Limited. This thing's fucking sweet, right? It's literally whatever, top of the line, whatever. I don't really like it. Like, I have a 2000 GMC Sonoma back here. I don't know if you can see it, but I fucking love driving that thing. 4-wheel drive, V6, manual. It doesn't have heated seats, doesn't have a heated steering wheel like this thing does, and it doesn't have 4 doors. But I don't really think that this truck is worth 10 times the amount as my other truck. My wife has a Tacoma up there. That thing's sweet, but I don't think that thing's worth 8 times the amount as my Sonoma. I think I kind of regret buying a brand new truck at this point because it doesn't really make me any happier. You know, I thought it would, but we live, we learn, I guess.
He said he thought the truck would make him happier, and that's not unusual. A lot of people tie happiness to a purchase. New truck, new feeling, fresh start. The problem is that feeling doesn't last. The excitement fades fast, and the truck just becomes normal life.
Hey everybody, I'm on my way to the car dealership where I bought my cute little Audi Q5. I fucking hate this car. It's ruining my life. It ruins my day. I don't think about anything else for the past 6 months I've had this car about other than how much I hate this car and how much I want to trade it. I'm what we call a panic buyer, and when my lease ended on my cute little love of my life Subaru Crosstrek, I panicked and I said, oh yeah, I'll just buy this stupid ass Audi. This car is so expensive for what? It doesn't have remote start. The wireless CarPlay doesn't work on it. I took it in the dealership, they say, ooh, yeah, that just kind of happens sometimes. Yeah, there's no software update, and yeah, it just kind of happens, so sorry about that one. Awesome, yep, that's literally the reason I bought it, so that I would have wireless CarPlay. Love that, thank you.
Panic buying isn't about making a well thought out choice. It's about wanting the decision to be over as quickly as possible. When that happens, people can latch onto a specific detail, like wireless CarPlay. Not because it matters long term, but because it gives them a reason to say yes in the moment.
I live in the middle of Iowa where it's freezing cold 90% of the time, and I really love having remote start on all my other cars, so I don't know why I thought that wasn't important to me for this car. Also, if it's raining or if it's like humid outside, the keyless like entry just doesn't work. If you go above 85 miles per hour, it yells at you and it says, you're exceeding your speed limit. I'm sure you can turn that off. That's something that's not my problem. It shouldn't even be on in the first place. Anyways, I think I'm just going to go trade my car in, and I think I'm just going to not have a car because I'm so tired of it. I don't even want a payment anymore because I'm just tired of it.
And now she wants out. She doesn't want the car anymore. And she doesn't want the payment attached to it. That's usually how these situations end. When the excitement wears off and the reality sets in, you're stuck with the consequences of a rushed decision.
I bought a brand new Lexus GX 550 luxury last year. This is it. I absolutely hate it. I've had it for almost a year now, and I hate it. Every day I get in it, I find something else I don't like. I hate this truck. And now I know people are going to say, oh my God, I would kill to have that. And I know. I probably should just be appreciative and love it. But what do? I don't like it. It's been almost a year. I have been trying to deal with it. I don't really want to go into another payment and be upside down, but I don't like this car. I don't like it. I wanted to treat myself, now that all my kids have cars, to something a little bit more luxurious for me. I am old enough now. I work hard. I wanted something nice for me.
At the time, that probably felt justified. Work hard, reward yourself, do something nice for yourself. The problem is that car doesn't stay a reward very long. After a while, it's just a thing you drive every day. Once that novelty wears off, you're left with the same routine, just with a more expensive obligation attached to it.
So I bought this car. And I didn't drive it before I saw it. I saw it at a lot. I saw it on the road. I did all this research. I went online. I looked at everything. I ordered it. I had to wait over 6 months for it to come in. The day that we went to Lexus to get it, I remember looking at it and getting in it and thinking, I don't really like it. I don't know what to do now. I don't like it. And I'd already gotten rid of my Expedition. But I went ahead and got it because we needed a family car. I was driving the Bronco, and it's not a family car, and we were getting ready to go on a trip to the Keys. And so I went ahead and got it. And I wish every single solitary day I would have listened to my gut and not bought this car.
When you're standing there and something feels off, that's where people should stop, but most don't. Not wanting to slow things down, not wanting to back out, not wanting to admit the decision might be wrong. So people rush through it. They tell themselves it'll feel better later.
One of my biggest financial mistakes from my early 20s is something that we do all the time, and it's that I purchased a car that was brand new and it was worth about half of my salary at the time. And what's so funny about it is I literally walked into the dealership being like, I'm gonna buy a used car, because I knew that buying a new car was a bad financial decision, even though I knew pretty much nothing about finance. I was sitting down and comparing my options between the car that was a couple of years old but was the exact same car and the new car. When they broke down what it was going to cost me on a monthly basis, what I looked at was like, wait, but this used car is only going to cost me like $50 less a month than what this new car is going to cost me.
And that's where the whole decision changes. Not because the new car makes sense, but because the difference sounds small when you say it. Monthly payments have a way of shrinking big decisions. $75 doesn't sound like much. So the bigger price, the longer commitment, and the extra costs fade into the background.
But what I really didn't understand was, well, that $50 a month or $75 a month, the opportunity cost of me putting it into a car that was going to depreciate the second that I drove it off of the lot versus me having been in my early 20s and investing that $50 to $75 a month, That didn't even register. I didn't know anything about that. We just focus on what the monthly cost is. It's so easy for us to just go with the more expensive car, not realizing it's going to cost us thousands and thousands of dollars over the long term. And not only thousands of dollars in just the cost of it, but also in the interest that we're paying. And it's so easy to be like, it's only $75 a month, but $75 a month, I was 22, 23 at the time, $75 invested for 42 years, which is the amount of time that it would have taken me to get to retirement. That could have gotten me $310,000 extra dollars in retirement.
Not the sticker price, not the payment, just the difference. And when you run that number month after month, year after year, and look at what it could have been if it were invested instead, it's over $300,000 by retirement. That's what makes these decisions tricky. $75 feels small in the moment, but over time, it isn't small at all. If you want to see more, you know what to do. See you in the next one. Bye.